Contaminated water is that whose composition has been modified so that it doesn't meet conditions for its use in its natural state. We are not talking about any resource. Remember that it is our main natural resource and essential element for industrial, food process, medical, and development in general. However, today we face a great challenge: the contamination of our most important water sources, which are essential for the well-being of the environment, of the human species, animals, and plants.
Surely you have heard the phrase water is life on more than one occasion. To understand the great problem we face, we must first understand that it characterizes water in poor condition, the presence of chemical or other components in a density superior to the natural situation, that is, the existence of substances such as microbes, heavy metals, or sediments degrade the quality of water. To understand this situation, perhaps we must go back to the main causes that have caused water pollution. Let's see what they are. Industrial waste. Industry is one of the main factors that cause water pollution. Unfortunately, thousands of companies are still unaware of the proper use that should be given to this resource, and they dump quantities of polluting products derived from their industrial processes into rivers. The increase in temperatures, although it might not seem like it, global warming also includes water pollution. How is it possible? The explanation is simple: when an ecosystem suffers temperature above the usual ones, water sources decrease their amount of oxygen, which causes the water to alter its compositions.
The use of pesticides in agriculture is also another cause. Many agricultural processes of our time use fertilizers and chemical products for the cultivation and production of food. Well, these products are filtered through underground channels in most of the cases and up in the water networks that we use for our consumption.
Deforestation, excessive cutting down of trees, contributes to water sources drying up. In addition to this, cutting down forest doesn't in all cases include the removal of the roots of trees that are on the banks of rivers, which causes the appearance or sediments and bacteria under the soil and the consequent contamination of this precious resource.
Oil spills. Finally, we cannot forget a practice that has traditionally caused the pollution of water in various parts of the planet. The spills of crude oil and its derivatives. Said spills are due to the deficient transportation of oil and the filtration of products such as gasoline that is generally stored in tanks underground. In many cases, the tanks leak and the substance seeps into the bodies that are around them, including sources of water suitable for human consumption.
We promote access to water in the home and the productive sector through the set of comprehensive solutions to improve public service for drinking water, drainage, sewerage, treatment and sanitation of wastewater. Could you indicate the solutions that are within our reach in addition to raising awareness among the population?
Of course, in these solutions we can highlight water storage system, water purifier filter for drinking, hydraulic work for drainage installation, drainage channel, pipes for drinking water networks. This action contributes to generate and expand in institution and population. The capacities for the supply and sanitation of water, which preferably benefit families who are in vulnerable situation through comprehensive solutions that have a positive impact on human and productive consumption.